This is chapter 6, problem number 16. The lucky number for this problem is 2. If the kinetic energy of a particle is tripled, what do we mean by kinetic energy? Kinetic energy is the energy of a moving object. If the object is sitting at rest, then this object has no kinetic energy. And there is a magical formula for it. Kinetic energy is equal to half times m times v squared. M is the mass, and it has the unit of standard unit SI unit kilogram. V is velocity. The standard unit for velocity is meters per second. If you combine this unit, you automatically get the unit of joule. All right, let me give you an example. If a bullet, typically a bullet is about 50 gram to 80 gram. If a bullet is moving at 800 meters per second, so what is the kinetic energy of a bullet? So you plug everything here, but you cannot use the mass in the unit of gram because the standard unit is kilogram. So if you do this one, you have to put it either 2.05 or to 0.08. So that would be the range. Okay, so you plug everything in, you get the energy in joules. However, this is not what the problem asked. All right, the problem asks if the kinetic energy of a particle is tripled, but what factor has its speed increased by? Okay, so if the kinetic energy is tripled, that means it has higher energy. So at the end, we know that the velocity must be faster than the original velocity. Let's say this is original velocity. Okay, so I'm going to call this original velocity, I put O, original, and we are looking for velocity, new velocity, so it will be Vn. Okay, so now you have that this is a new kinetic energy, half mv new velocity squared. So this is the kinetic energy that is triple. Triple is 3 times the original kinetic energy. So that's what the question asked, and I try to solve for new velocity. So half mv squared n is equal to 3 times this, but I know that the old kinetic energy is half mv squared. That's the old one. So now we try to look for the new velocity. How do I solve this? Okay, so I have a half. I can divide half on both sides. I can divide the m on both sides. V new squared, that is equal to that one. Well, there's a 3 in front of here. So V new is equal to 3 times V naught square, and you take a square root of it, which means equal to square root of 3 times V naught. All right, so if you want to triple the kinetic energy, you do not need to triple the velocity. You only need to take square root of 3, so you can have triple the velocity. All right, part B, if the speed of the particle is half. Okay, so let's try. If the speed is half, what will happen? So half, it should be half mv squared, but now it's half m v naught half square. So this one will be half times m times v naught squared divided by 4. Okay, so I'm going to combine this one as kinetic energy, so it will be equal to kinetic energy divided by 4. If you have the velocity, then the kinetic energy will be just a quarter out of it. It's not linear, it's by square. Once again, the lucky number for this problem is 2.